Hello and welcome to another quick look. This time we are taking a look at the Sol Zero Mars Colonization, which, as the name suggests, is a Mars colony simulation game where you send astronauts and supplies to Mars and build a space colony for yourself. And it has multiple different locations where you can land on all around the Mars here. That is one of my older settlements where we have actually done a couple of the challenges already done, and then there is these different locations here and here, and the new ones as well that were not in the game last time I played. There is Europa and Moon where you can land as well, and I wonder if there's gonna be more maps later on. But there is also a map editor for the game, which is a separate program you do need to run to make your own maps, which I have not tried, but it does exist. So let's pick up like this location here, and our challenges here is to get the colony going, do some terraforming, get some Martian city going, do some science, and finally get an independence on Mars. So that's basically the progression of the game. And let's start a new one there. So you can choose a difficulty here, and it's basically disasters on, off, or a bit harder. So meteorite impacts can hit your structures and break them. Then there's dust storms that can cause damage as well and cover your solar panels with dust and prevent power generation. We'll just go with normal. You need to play at least on normal to be able to do the challenges here. There we go. Also, you saw information about the planet, the location there, like what materials are available. There's like methane, ore, water, and stuff like that. So this is the launch stage, and you get initial rocket to the Mars, and then you get one more every 120 sols. Although you can wait before launching, and there's different things you can send there. There's different size of rockets as well. We only have this small one at the moment, but there's 3 more available. There's different cargoes they can carry and how much they can carry. Like this one has only 1,000 allowed weight. Starts at 6,000 and 7,000 is the max. So we could send only like one of these, but it's not really viable. And there's this new window that was added in one of the updates since I played last time myself as well. And it suggests you what you should do. And I'm gonna go with this suggestion here. And just we'll send these guys up here. So it's a small rover, methane extractor, some supplies, and food and water. So there we go. And this is the launch window, and you can also skip this, especially once you've sent a few rockets into the game, into the Mars. You don't really need to watch it every time again. And it's cool that there are so many of these Mars games nowadays, and you can pretty much do every stage of the Mars operation yourself now in different games. You can plan the mission, plan the ship, fly the ship, crash the ship, and then get to the planet, build the colony, maintain the colony, and become independent Mars colony, which is really awesome. I like this science stuff. So this is the area we have where we can colonize at the moment. Not too habitable, it seems. So this is the shuttle landing where we want to land. It seems this is the biggest area here where we can land. So I'll land this kind of on the side here. So that's our blue Mars lander. Here's our ore, gypsum, clay, and methane, which is currently pretty much 0. And let's see. So we'll send the rover out, the methane extractor out, and these are supplies. We need a astronaut or a forklift for that. Let me lower the music just a tiny inch, so it's not blasting our ears off. So since we have to wait for the 120 days basically, which is calculating down here, before we send an astronaut or anything, we'll just pick up the rover here, and we'll send it to explore. And we'll give it a route here. Just go here. And there. That's good enough. 22. There. So now it's scanning the area for us, and we can see the unscanned area, and we can see the materials that it finds. Also, the rover just discovered a bit of gypsum for us, which is the white stuff here. So we landed on a patch of gypsum. Now it's discovering some ore for us, some clay, so we can finally grow some stuff with that. And there is also ice for water. Let's stop this rover here, and I think we might want to explore this area a bit more thoroughly, because this looks like it's going to be our source for pretty much all the material. Yeah, just let it roll around in there for a moment. Down here is the UI, so we have basically zoom buttons here, and then you have the rover controls, which I was controlling. Then you have information about your place here. You can also see different tabs of information there. So power, current amount of water, current usage of water, current food, current usage of food, how much people we can have in here. So this lander here can actually fit 2 people, and we have no pets or anything. And this is a current day, and when it's the next launch window, and then you have a menu settings here. So we're pretty much just scouting around and waiting for our first astronaut to arrive on the next plane, or next rocket, I'd say. The rocket arrives instantaneously once you hit the 120 days, so there is no waiting time once you've gone back to the Earth and decided that I want these next time in our place. And we have 8 supplies here, and all the stuff we need. And you can send these back and launch them away. You have to refuel them, so you need quite a lot of material for that. And that's methane and water, which we have none at the moment really to spare. Problem is that as you play the game, you'll send more and more launches to your Mars base here. These take more and more space from you, and you cannot really do anything when there's billion of these littering the landscape totally. So we'll have to get rid of them. You're fine on your job. Let's route this. You go there and find something next to us. There's a bit of rocks in the way as well, which are annoying for building purposes. I think we might build on this side or not, since the gypsum is there. Let's see. You don't want to build your buildings on top of these, because it takes a well, you cannot really use resource if you build on those. Although it's a bit little gypsum, and there's some more down here, so I might just actually build here. These rocks are in the way, but you can move them later on when you send a bulldozer in here. So in a moment we have the 120 days. We'll send another mission to Mars. Actually, we might build here. We'll see. If I landed here, maybe. This should have probably gone here. Let's see. This map is definitely one of the harder maps I've played on this game, as there's not too much space. So our next launch is available. Let's hop in there, and it takes us back to the window here. So we see the information currently, what we have in there. So population none, space 2, we have food, we have water, we have no power, we have nothing really there. So in this ship I'm gonna send an astronaut, We have a leak. We have a leak. And we're gonna send some more supplies and more water and food. I don't remember exactly how much they eat and all that, so this might be a mission to death. And we'll send some more supplies, and we get the weight perfectly in there. So off we go, and we're not gonna skip this animation this time. So we need to select another landing site, and I'm gonna put it on this side this time, and we'll build here. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. So we've landed, and we'll pop you out. So we have a Sir Astronaut in here. He grabbed a bit of supplies from there. So it's 1 per day and 2 per day. So he's gonna survive. He's gonna die, actually, before the next launch comes in. That's fine. That's what happens in Mars. So here is the build option now. That's what the astronaut is in here. So there are solar panels, pallets, where you can store all the building materials, oxygen generators, which are quite nice to have, and then greenhouses and habitats, and there's a lot of buildings you have. And there is also unlockable buildings. Once you complete some challenges, you unlock these. I've unlocked the ore mine and the nuclear reactor already, if I remember correctly. And then there's a couple more I need to unlock as well. So let's start by getting some power up here. So this is the solar panel we can build. And let's put the panels kind of on the side here, out of the way, because they don't have to be connected. So our little brave astronaut, who probably doesn't have enough food in here, is now automatically completing that. The rover is stopped, so we'll route the rover. Go on a journey, little rover, in there. So our solar panel is now ready. We have 6 power, so we should probably get some more building done, and we should make spacecraft fueling complete. Nice. Let's make a hallway. That's not a hallway. Was it actually a hallway? It was a hallway. So we can rotate this with tab, but it doesn't really matter since it's wherever. So we'll build it there. Then let's start to get some habitat going on. Although we probably should have get some mining for water and stuff going on early on actually as well. So there's our habitat. It needs an airlock and lots of stuff. So what do we need actually for the water mining? Cryotank water. Yes, that's what we want. Let's see, there's water here. So this will help us with the water requirement. This poor astronaut is probably going to die here. That's fine for us. We'll let him build what he can, and if he dies, he dies. Oh, there's actually a nice chasm there. Also, there's no oxygen there. We need to build an oxygen generator as well. I think he might be fine. It's gonna be a bit closer call if 142 days is gonna be ready for him. Is this yeah, this is actually ready to launch, but we need to empty it first. So we'll just get rid of that as soon as possible. So this should give us a water generation now here. It's gonna automatically mine the ice in the water for us. It does eat some power. It might actually eat too much power. We might need another solar panel up. So flow rate is now 3 liters per sol. So we're actually now on positive side generating 2 liters of water all the time. And we need to grow food as soon as possible to make us basically self-sufficient. So we need a, well, oxygen generator, and then we need one of these greenhouses. So let's get an oxygen generator and tab it around. Oh yeah, we can actually build it there. We need a, let's see, we need a straight hallway connected to there. Poor guy. He has 5 days of food, and he might die. Surely you can survive 10 days or so on rations. And then the oxygen generator goes on the side here. He might die at any point. Come on, little dude, you can do it. 6 more days, and the food is coming. Oops. And he died of starvation. Only 3 days, and he would have gotten the delivery of the food. We'll send another little guy on the next ship, and we'll have to prepare enough food for him for the next launch as well. Let's see. So you don't have to care about deaths unless you're going for the specific achievement that says that you cannot lose any people. Oops. Can we go there? Thank you. So we need a new astronaut, and we don't need any water anymore. We have a lot of supplies for building, so we'll just send him and maximum of the food up into the space. We could also get a forklift. Does it fit? If we lose a bit of food, we can get the forklift there. Yeah, let's get the forklift up into the space as well. Let's launch this rocket in there. Forklift allows you to automatically move around supplies. So if you make a pallet where you store the supplies, so you should make one of those next to your base. So you can easily store stuff in there. So we'll pop out the forklift. And it's kind of like the rover. You can control it yourself, but it drives around on its own. I'm gonna make a pellet right here. And we'll have the building materials right next to the location we need. Oops. I accidentally cancelled the project by making him move. So we'll have to get some kind of habitat going on in here where we can grow food and stuff for us. So now we have that pellet thing here. We'll automate you. And he's now automated to move things for me. And this is gonna eat 3 power, so we need more power, and this is 1 water. So let's build another solar panel there. And there's the rover bringing the stuff for us to the pellet, so he doesn't have to run all the way here all the time to pick up the stuff. Oh, he actually auto builds as well. I didn't remember that. So not only does he move the things for us, he automatically moves the stuff to the building sites as well. So what I should have done is not send an astronaut but a forklift here to prepare a settlement for us like this. So we'll get a greenhouse then next up here. It might be that the astronaut has to start the project and the machine can then finish the project after that. Yeah, that's the case. So the astronaut has to firstly start that project. So there's currently low oxygen in there. It should be solved in a moment. Oh, none of these doors are open, so we need to actually open the airlocks and spread the ventilation there. can also upgrade these, which is interesting. Maybe upgrade it to arboretums. Huh, interesting. That is also a new thing I have not seen before when I played this myself. But it's been a while. So we need to make this bigger as well. So let's make another straight hallway here. So we are now producing enough food for this little guy to eat. So he's surviving indefinitely now on Mars. As long as we keep everything repaired. But we have to find more water to get more people up here. And open that airlock. Population too low. Bring more colonists to prevent disasters. Yes, that's probably a good idea. On the next plane, we'll have people come in. So if you build too much stuff, you need basically population to maintain the colony. So you cannot indefinitely just expand. Someone has to actually keep this stuff together. And I'll make a habitat here as well. So we'll pop that there. We're gonna be out of power, by the way, with that, so I'll have to send this guy to make more power for me as well. What happens if I change the plan? Well, yeah, that actually works. So the machine goes and fixes the habitat for us. We are losing power at the moment, which is not good. But now we should have enough. Except we have no supplies left. Let's launch that out of space. I just broke my methane collector. Because I'm good like that. You go repair that. So I cannot really do anything at the moment other than just wait. And setting up one of these actually helped. Frozen water lost. Yeah, we're losing a bit of water in the pipes. That's fine. I really badly need the next plane to arrive. So this early setup is a bit of waiting. When you can get mining in here and you start producing the supplies and everything yourself, it's so much better. We need another oxygen generator here as well. You need them every now and then. We don't get enough stuff pumped in there. But the next plane is coming up right now. Yeah. So, let's see. These guys... 240 food and water to survive between launches. How about the colonists? 1 food, 1 water per colonist. So I cannot actually send colonists on this plane yet. So we'll need another astronaut up there. And we need a lot of food. And supplies. And we'll launch those. So finally we get the solar panels and everything fixed. It's gonna be a mad dash for some more water and food and all the things. So let's try to get this. Well, the location where we had the previous one is actually okay. So I'll plop that down there. And they'll immediately rush to get the things. So we're losing food now, but it's only -2. And we have balanced the water. We just need another water location here, because this thing is producing everything it can at the moment. And we're losing some of that into the loss here, which is not too good for me. So this is not actually exactly how you should do this. I'm rushing things just to show you guys. You should take this a bit more slower and prepare carefully. So we have nothing to worry about now. Good. So another oxygen generator is required. We'll put that over here. You also have to plan carefully when you build these, because you need to have not dead ends, basically, so that you can properly route the whole thing all over the place. Ooh, hey, there's more ice. So you there. Let's build another cryo tank here. It's not very friendly terrain for the cryo tank though. One in there. I'll add a second one next to it. So that's actually awesome. So we'll get enough water production to make more greenhouses, which we can start here already. We can also make farms, which are better for food production, depending what you have for those. So I'm gonna make immediately another greenhouse here to feed the other astronaut, and we'll probably need one more after that. Producing? It's only 1 liter. Well, oh well, that's fine. But anyways, that's how you basically build this colony up. Let me see if I can load up another one. So I'm gonna save and quit, which will quit out of the whole game, and I need to reload the game. So, 1 moment. Actually no, sorry, I'm talking bollocks here. So let's see if I can resume this one. It's from an older save, so it might not work 100%. But it should show you a bit bigger colony with 67 population and what it looks like. This is also a bigger area to build on and a different map. So this is one of the other Mars locations. And this is my colony here. And you can see there's lots of food, lots of water being produced. I have these geothermal plants here, all kinds of farms, and this is where you do the research as well. So let me see if I can find one of my research. Here's a geology lab where you can do mining and get the refinery better, and this is my lab here. So in this you have different bacteria and these whatever these are, and you can combine them into better growable things, and it shows you here how much food you're gonna get out of these foods in the farms. So I've made these myself, and you can recombine them and make new ones, and you have to remake some of them as well to get more food out of your farms, which is your basically one of your main goals, to research as good food as possible you want. And you can see how these are combined here and what they get. So high salt and cold conditions and all kinds of different ones here. So these are actually fairly good foods. Maximum is 4, which would be amazing to get, but getting a 3 and higher is a bit difficult as well. Let's see what I'm actually growing here. So I'm actually growing over 4.1. So these are actually quite nice. Yeah, sorry, it actually goes higher than a 4. So I'm growing really good food here with my epic strains. And I have oh, it's probably because I have the... This is the terraforming project. So it improves the quality of all my farms. So that's why it's working that well. So this is one of the better ones I have. I've already declared independence here as well. So this is an independent colony of Martians. There is a launch pad here where we can recruit astronauts, and we can land bigger ships here as well, which is really cool. Also, since I've declared independence, they're not sending anyone up here anymore. But anyways, that's basically Zol Zero, the Mars colonization game. It's a kind of nifty, small game. It's not the most highly produced and epic games out there, but this is also fairly cheap on Steam. So if you have a small itch of micromanaging a Mars colonization project, and you like doing some science for bettering foods, and then not killing your population and declaring independence eventually, so I highly recommend checking out this game, as it's coming out soon on Steam, 15th of January, which is probably already past the date of this video being out. But anyways, so I highly recommend checking it out. It is pretty good, pretty fun for the money. But anyways, thanks for watching again this quick look, and take a look at my other quick looks on my YouTube channel and on the Steam Curator page, and also check out my live stream on twitch.tv/Pelanar, where I do live streams of this game, many other builder games, strategy games, management games, and I'll see you guys next time on another quick look or on my live stream channel. So have fun.